Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of our React tutorial. If you're new to React or you're wondering the best tool for your user interface development, this video is for you and this series is the right place to be. In this video, we'll cover so many things. We'll cover things like what React is, why so many developers and companies uses React, how React works behind the scene, what you can build with React, and many other things. And by the end of the video, you understand why React is one of the most popular JavaScript libraries in the world. So let's get started. What is React? React is an open source JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It was developed by Facebook, which is currently now Meta, in 2013 and is now one of the most widely used front-end libraries in the world. What are the key facts about React you need to know? 1. React was created by Facebook, which is now Meta, in 2013. 2. React is being maintained by Meta and a wide open source community. So most of the supports and services you get from React currently, you get them from Meta and a wide range of open source community. 3. React is being used by top companies like Instagram, Airbnb, Netflix, and Uber, which means it's already gained confidence in the market and it's already powering the industry at a very high speed and a very high usability and adaptability rate. And lastly, React focuses on building user interface components. So it focuses on making sure your interface is functional, your interface is beautiful, appealing, and solves your business problem. So if you ever planned on building the best interface, this video and this series will walk you through from basics to wherever you want to be in React development. So like we said, React focuses on building the best user interface. So from what you can see here, you see a React function, which basically we call component, returning a JSX, which is basically our HTML hello world. So this is what React focuses on, building interfaces, and we're going to see how all of this work as we proceed. So now let's find out why we want to use React for our user interface. Let's look at the benefits and features we're going to find out in React. We've been discussing what React is, and now I want to discuss why React is this popular. So why do developers love React? Let's break it down. 1 is component-based architecture. When we say component-based architecture, what do we mean? We mean that React breaks down your user interface into a reusable piece of code called components. This makes code cleaner, easier, and very, very efficient, right? Managing your codes, just for example, let's take the tailors. What do tailors do? They get a piece of clothes, they cut the clothes into different pieces. We have pieces for the collar, we have pieces for the sleeve, and we have pieces for everywhere. And at the end of the day, they join these pieces together to form beautiful dress. Right, so those pieces are called components. The combination of those components or those pieces will give you a beautiful dress, and the combination of piece of codes called components in React will give you a very complex user interface. For example, you have your header, you have your footer, you have your sidebar, you have your buttons. All these are components. When all of these components come together, you're going to form your complete web application. So that is what we mean by component-based architecture. So why again do developers prefer React? Because React has what is called virtual DOM, which is of course for faster performance. React uses virtual DOM, which updates only the necessary part of a page, making it super fast. Right? So the idea behind React is to make it easy to use, sophisticated, and fast to use. Right? When you update a state, when you update a data in your application, you don't need to reload or refresh that web page. React will automatically reload that particular component necessary to be reloaded and necessary for your application, which makes it fast and easy to use. Another reason why React is popular and why developers prefer React is that reusability saves time. When you have a component, when you have a header component and you need to create a header for 5 different pages, all you need to do is to create one component and import that component into the 5 different pages. And if you want to maintain that component, all you need to do is to go to your component folder, component file, and make the necessary changes just there, and it will appear and it will reflect in all the pages where you called this component. So it makes reusability saves time, and it makes coding more fun and efficient. Once you create a component, you can reuse it anywhere in your application. No need to rewrite plenty codes. And yes, we also say that React has a very huge community or ecosystem. It has a massive community, meaning more supports, more job opportunities, and tons of third-party libraries. Just imagine a library built by Facebook, now Meta. Imagine how massive the ecosystem will be, and how much opportunity will be out there for whoever has the React knowledge. So if you're learning this, if you're watching this video in 2025 or beyond, you have a high chance of getting your first job in React, because it has one of the largest community, and of course the job opportunity is there for you. And yeah, we also prefer React, and developers prefer React, and React is popular because it encourages cross-platform development. Of course, with React Native, you can build mobile application using the same React knowledge. Component in React is component in React Native, and React Native helps you to build native applications for iOS, for Android. So if you're good in React, it gives you the ability to start building mobile applications with React Native. So knowledge here is a waste. Every knowledge you're going to gain in this series will be used in your mobile development journey. Having talked about why we use React and why React is this popular in this new era, let's delve into how React works. We talked about virtual DOMs and components, so let us break it down and see how all of these work actually. Now let's explain more about components. Recall how we talked about components and virtual DOM previously. We're just going to demonstrate how they work here. So when we talk about components, we're going to use this illustration to explain. Just look at this as a web page. This is a web page where you have your header, where you have your sidebar, you have your footer, and you have different sections in your web page. The first section, which of course we usually call the hero section, you have the second section, you have the third section, and the fourth section. All of these sections, see them as components, see them as different reusable components that comes together or that came together to form this complex website. And when we talk about components, what are they? Components can be a button, components can be a form, components can come in form of text, videos, images. So anything that makes up your user interface, any sort of items, let me put it that way, that makes up your user interface is called your components, and each of them are independent of the other. So you see, if I take out this header section of this web page, this other section will still remain. If I take out the sidebar, the other section will still remain. If I take out the section 1, the section 2 is 2, they are independent of each other, but adding all of them together gives you a complete website and a complex application. So now let's explain briefly what we mean by virtual DOM. So just imagine you make an update in your website. Now, not as a developer, but you're using a website and you're updating the data. Let's say you're filling a form, you click a button, you hover on something, you trigger an event. Think about how the web page updates your data. So if you put in your email and click OK, your email appears on your screen. Right. So instead of updating the entire web page, all React does is to update a virtual copy of the DOM. DOM here we're talking about document object module. It updates the DOM first, figure out what's changed, and then updates only the necessary part. So instead of wasting time, wasting resources to reload your entire page when you just updated a part of your web page. So let's assume you updated a component, you updated a form component, you filled the form, you entered your name in the input. Instead of updating only the input component, you go ahead to update the entire page. That is waste of resources and waste of time. Remember, the aim is to make a web page beautiful, easy, and efficient. So all React does is to update a copy of your DOM, goes through it, checks where the update is coming from, and update that particular part. So that is what we mean by virtual DOM. Virtual DOM helps us to save resources and also to make our web page more efficient and more useful and fast for whoever is coming to use it. So now we're going to compare React.js and other frameworks like Angular, Vue, Vanilla, and all of that. We're going to see their pros and cons. Now let's compare React with other major frameworks like Vue, Angular, and Vanilla JavaScript. Let's start with the Vue. We said the React has a bigger job market. We talked about the community behind React, of course developed by Meta, and we talked about the job opportunity that comes with React. Vue is simpler but less scalable. If you're building an application that needs to be scaled, you should be talking about React, not Vue. And then React has more third-party support, a lot of libraries, because of course it's built around the community, and when you're around community, you're not going to lack support. So moving over to React versus Angular, we say React is easier to learn, React is more flexible, but then Angular has built-in features like routing, state management, and all of this. This doesn't mean there is no routing in React. React has what's called React navigation, and React also has Redux. You can use Redux in React. Redux, you can also use hooks, which helps you in your state management. But then Angular has a very sophisticated built-in features that solves all of this problem. And lastly, we're comparing React with vanilla JavaScript. We say React makes user interface update faster. We talked about the virtual DOM manipulation. It updates only the components that needs to be updated instead of going through all of that. We also say React provides a structured way to build applications, right? A very structured way. If you're working on component base, you know that your code base will be so structured. You have a button, your button is everywhere. If your button is 10 pixels width and 10 pixels height, for example, which is not realistic, that is going to be the dimension of your button throughout your application. So you're going to have a well-structured, a well-documented, and a clean code working with React components. Then we say vanilla requires manual DOM manipulation. So instead of what we have in React virtual DOM manipulation, now you have to update your DOM manually, and which of course is a very difficult task, or very tiring to do. So at the end of this, you could make your choices, and for me, I'm going to choose React for you, and that is why we're putting up this content, and that is why you're here to learn React. So now that you know what React is, let's see what you can build with React, right? So from what I have here, you can build web applications like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Airbnb, Blake, and everything you can think of with React. You can build single page applications, which of course we call SPAs. You can build dashboards for admin panels. So if you're building a multi-system or a multi-vendor system or single vendor system, you can use your React to build a dashboard. And of course, you're going to have the best functional dashboard with React. You can build your e-commerce websites like Jumia. You can build your e-commerce like AliExpress, Alibaba, and every other e-commerce website you can think of, be it single vendor, be it multi-vendor. And of course, finally, you can build mobile application with React Native. So any knowledge you're going to get here will be so useful to migrate to React Native for your mobile application. So don't take these channels, don't take these videos for granted. You're going to be grounded and you're going to be prepared for the future in mobile application development. This is Jumia.com. So how beautiful this website is. These are components. These are examples of components. We have the cards, we have the images, you have the text, and we have all the animations. All of this can be done with React. And by the end of this series, you'll be able to build beautiful systems like this. We talked about the footer. This is what the footer looks like. So if you take out this footer from this website will still be functional. If you take out this component, this section, it will still be functional. So that is the beauty of React, a very well structured component-based architecture. It makes your work clean, it makes your web application more functional and more scalable. That is it for today, guys. Introduction to React.js. Now you know what React is, why it's so powerful, and what you can build with React. You know the community behind React, you know the lot of job opportunities waiting for you by the end of this series. What will be in our next video? In our next video, we're going to see how we can install React and install all the dependencies like Node.js, and we're going to see how we can start writing our first Hello World app with React.js. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like if you find this video inspiring and helpful. See you guys in the next video. Bye.